¿Qué onda, wey? Empezamos. That means let's begin. Excuse me, this is the kill your own base mainstream. Bro, get out of here, man. Look, it can happen to anybody, okay? It can happen to anybody. That's all I want to say about that.
Oh, dude, I saw that clip. That was
no,
hilarious.
You did. Oh, God.
I don't think I've ever, I mean...
I admit it. I killed my own base.
Your face, though, man, was too good.
Well, the truth is I was really confused. Like, what's this DT swiping or something that I didn't realize? I don't know. Anyway, so Gorg, we got to commit to this is View, the Terran player. Even though he's a filthy ID switcher.
Okay.
This is View in the top left, our purple Terran, and Melonmokey in the bottom right. So,
Melonmokey, aka also I think he was on Discord Ardent sometimes.
Okay, gotcha.
I've seen him played a lot. Ardent, Melonmokey. He played just a couple different ones. He's playing as Visceral this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just Chess Z, you know. That's
yeah. If you're not familiar, Melonmokey was one of my buddies' tier 2 Zergs in our Team Beast Champions Season 2.
Just had to sprinkle that in there, huh? Just by the way,
in case anyone forgot.
By the way, Season 2 champ. By the way, Season 2 playoff winner here. I won my match, but then I had to. I couldn't play in the next week of playoffs, and I think we got eliminated. We got eliminated to you, didn't we?
Yeah, we beat you guys.
No
I won. I beat Boss Russ in the.
Oh, I see. Okay, so right, that's why you had a bit of a grudge during the pizza showdown. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, man. I beat Villar, and it was one of the. It's probably the most genuinely happy I've felt like on this planet Earth in quite a few years. So that was fun. Highly recommend making the playoffs. And in fact, for those of you guys just tuning in, because we got a host from Jayoon. Again, thank you, Base Jayoon. But still, you're watching the CPL. Right now, this is a preseason pseudo-tournament, so to speak. Just getting our feet wet and putting on some games for coaches and building interest, building hype.
Ooh, he lost the drone.
I saw that drone kill. That blood splatter makes my Zerg heart cry. But yeah, so the CPL is also known as the Coach Pupil League, a Brood War amateur league where 3 tiers of skill levels duke it out on a team every week, comprised of a coach and then players amongst the tiers. And it's a really good way to get to learn this game in a fun, supportive environment. And trust me, we're not toxic. There's no toxicity in the CPL. So if you're interested, you can DM me. Look for the Coach Pupil League, Discord and Team Liquid. I wish I could link it right now. I hope I have somebody link the stuff. I don't know. Link the stuff.
If I alt tab, it's gonna lag. So
yeah, don't worry about it. Somebody, you know what? We got some loyal viewers. We got really well-intentioned people like Endymion in the chat, so I'm sure. But I just wanted to sprinkle it in there for anybody who's tuning in and is saying, "What are we watching? What is this? What's the CPL?" That's sort of what it's all about. And yeah, 3 hatch from the Zerg. Looking pretty straightforward here. Can he keep this SCV alive? Yeah, it looks like he's gonna. If he keeps microing, that's gonna stay alive here. Rax expand for the Terran. Kind of would. He saved a lot of minerals though. Like, what's coming out for the? Okay, gas now. So I think maybe he was a little bit preoccupied with microing the SCV. I would have expected the gas a little bit sooner, right?
So, sorry, from who?
From View, the Terran, right? He did Rax expand, and then he floated up to 500. So
well, I thought he was gonna put down a bunker or something.
Yeah, he's rocking that Sim City with like the supply depot and Marines on the ramp. It's actually like surprisingly really effective. I often don't see Terrans. When a Terran doesn't make a bunker, I'm like, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's pretty confident. When Terrans make a bunker, I'm like, Because usually you don't really need a bunker against the amount of lings that a 3-hatching player will get out there early. Because as you can see, it's a lot of drones right now. They're on the way. I'm so happy because I can like talk about the matchup.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like
still no
exciting.
Protoss games for me. I'm kind of sad, but I feel like the whether the bunker being necessary or not, it's really map dependent.
Yeah.
If this was roadkill or something like that, and there wasn't a lot of
Right.
scouting, I would say you should put down a bunker. But since it's Polaris and
Mhm.
you can get that depot down there nice and tight, got that ramp, you're really fine. So
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, it's a nice position here. So the next SCV gets in, looking for the Lair Tech Scout. It is a Spire, and he should have seen it on his way in, yeah? Let's see. Oh, and
Yeah,
there it is,
now
absolutely.
does he?
Absolutely, he should see
Okay,
that.
yeah,
So, a nice scout, this is like the bane of Zergs everywhere. Like, I don't have link speed, and you send a second scout at me. Oh, it's just so frustrating. So, he's already got his NG Bay underway, so View is going to be in a good position to make turrets and defend, and we've got the Academy tech rolling out, the first couple medics. If it is going to be 5 racks, he's got to add on those racks like soon, pretty soon here. But there's other things that you can do. Like, you can subsist on 3 racks for a bit, switch to vultures. We'll see what happens.
Sorry, what's his name? I'm saying Cabal.
View and
Sorry.
and Melonmokey. Yeah.
View, his build seems a bit slow in general. Like, even if this is a 3 racks, he's missed several SCV rounds. So maybe he's going for like a 4 racks or something. We'll see. You got +1 attack on the way.
Yeah, you know, we're not in his head. We could also maybe be giving him. I could give him the benefit of the doubt that he was waiting a little bit to have an influx of minerals to make a bunch of turrets at once. This is about the time that you want to make those turrets because mutas are on the way. And in fact, we've got the 9 at the same time from Melonmokey, so pretty well executed build right now. But these Marines want to make an issue of this, and there are no sunks out front for the Zerg. This sucks for the Zerg. He's got to like get those mutas, corral those mutas right away. 1 muta goes down.
Oh no!
The second
2
muta goes
mutas.
down. Oh god, 3 mutas. He's gonna clean up, but that is not how you want to spend your first mutas. They're just like on an A move, I think. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. From.
Dang, that breaks my little Zergy heart.
I mean, I feel like in a ZVT, unless if you don't scout and see that nothing is coming,
Yeah.
you gotta kind of throw down at least 2 creep colonies or something.
Yeah, I like to always start with 1 while my lair is making, just in case, and then I'll add on as necessary during like Ling Muta versus Bio Micro. But he lives. You can still. It's not curtains for the Zerg, but it's just not how you want it to go. And View's gonna be pretty happy about that. However, maintaining that supply equal, like they're almost equal, pretty close. Which after, yeah, he traded a bunch of Marines, but with more production, I should expect the Terran to kind of take off a little bit here.
What do you think about this turret placement here with 3 in that clump at the natural?
I don't love it on this map because you can sort of sweep around the upper area and then poke at the SCVs kind of like in that fog space upper there. It's a good deterrent, but I would like to see Melon kind of sweep around and see what's up. You know, usually you need 2 at the same proximal range to deter the initial 9 muta harass, or what do we have here? 8 mutas now. Yeah, this is where if I saw that, I would continue to poke. And a lot of Zergs, like, it takes some APM and it takes some, I guess I would say some balls, but you've got to continue to poke, continue to find gaps and make your mutas relevant. And I would even call this a little bit of an over-turreting. Maybe View's nervous.
Yeah.
Look at 1, 2, 3, 7 covering his main, 3 at the nat, and then 3 on the production.
I definitely think the ones in the main, he's got maybe 1 or 2 extra in the main, and the ones at the natural, I feel like that's clumped there. I mean, one of the things I was thinking is sometimes if you put them in the minerals too far back, close to the edge, then Zerg can just keep gunning them down, and they're kind of pointless. But maybe if you put that clump up a few hexes where the supply depot is, would feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah, I would like one there, and then just move a group of bio on the shelf over the top, and then that kind of covers all your bases there. Mutas can't really get it done, but as far as the Zerg tech goes, he's going down the right paths and the right channels. It's 9 minutes. His hive is in process. Probably could have been maybe a tad faster, but he lost a lot of gas. That didn't materialize with that first bio versus Muta interactions here. Lurker's covering his third base now. I do see Zergs take this 3 o'clock often in this position. Sometimes they'll opt for that double gas. Maybe a Lurker style is a Lurker opener lends itself to holding that double gas sooner. When you go mutas and you have air control, this is kind of a nice base to try to defend because you have the shelf that wraps around, sort of envelopes the 3 o'clock position. So this is time for Terran. Got to make an issue of something here.
Yeah, View's moving out with his 5x force. Seems a bit okay. Yeah, okay, he's waiting for it to all clump up. There we go. First, he's going to attack in piecemeal.
Yeah.
Melon doesn't have as many mutas as he normally would, and he doesn't have as much defenses because he had to rebuild so many of these mutas. He needs to get a couple sunkens at the third, because View's definitely going to check that.
Yeah, he's got. Oh, it's a nice lurker stack though from Melonmokey. You can tell that he kind of knows the trick to move and then S on top and then burrow. So I like the lurker stack, but you know, if View's heading down the right tech pass, we should have vessels soon. I think he's actually forgotten to build starport. He's got a factory. Do you see starport? I don't see starport.
His science vessels are super late. And the other thing here is Melon is trying to go for a backstab at this natural when the bio moves out. I think one of that clump of lings went into the wrong base. But if he comes in with those lings and the mutas at the same time, they can absolutely overrun that natural. Maybe he's waiting.
I feel like we've been critical a little bit too much, but they're both doing the majority of things right for the matchup. Like this is a tough one. This is that kind of that window where you want to test to see, does he have Defiler? Is he gonna swarm? Sometimes Zergs will wait for about right now to make that Defiler because Consume is not done yet. And a Defiler with no energy does nothing for you. But he's got the 2 out. Consume! Oh, it's so stressful! So
he needs his Defiler here. Okay, he's attacking in here to these. There's no scan yet.
There's the first Consume. Oh, he gets the first swarm down, like, by a matter of seconds. He manages to get that first swarm off, and effectively now, Terran's gotta turn around. But like, for any Zergs out there that are learning, like, yes, defending for your life in ZVT is sometimes that razor thin. A good Terran will test your tech.
Like, he lost a Sunken, but I think the View, his loss was much worse. He lost maybe half his bio there, and still no third. Although, and he's banking 3k minerals here.
Honestly, if I was View, as soon as I heard the consume sound, I would have just 1A, 2A, 3, or 1, 2, 3, click home. Just like, okay, he's got consume, he has swarm, Ling Lurker Muto to back it up. I'm not gonna accomplish what I want to accomplish here. But you know, Terrans, when you get really good at 5 racks, you kind of get well practiced in prodding the Zerg at these windows where they are waiting for tech. Lurker tech, Muta tech. We saw it with the Muta tech. He did it well with the Muta tech. The Mutas came out and he managed to trade pretty well. But against the Defiler tech now, the whole gear sort of shifts because Zerg's not afraid of dying so long as they just keep consuming, keep swarming.
Okay.
Oh.
Bleeding more and more bio here.
I think that was like Muta's aggroed the group and moved them that way. That was pretty good.
So the third and the science vessels are way late for View, and he's banking 4k, man. His barracks are not active. This is
starting to float.
It's really tough bio macro, the SK style. It's very hard to do.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to grind out some single player games where you're doing it and trying not to bank over, 2-3k, something like that, because Melonmokey is at the caliber where he can definitely punish that if you don't have the bio that you should.
Yeah, and This could be sort of the coup de grace for Melonmokey if he holds this bottom left base with Defiler Ling Lurker.
No clue what that means.
The coup de grace, it means killing blow.
Okay.
It means the final maneuver in French or something like that. It's
okay.
It's the finale or any French speakers out there? I know it's like translated term, but not the little translation. But essentially, the dagger, the move that's gonna kind of like put a cherry on top.
Okay.
It would be securing this bottom left, getting those 2 gases, because then Zerg has so much gas. He's just a gas machine, and then that gas expenditure in the late game becomes so hard for just Bio to deal with ultras, to deal with a lot of Defiler, scourging your vessels, and that's the like I said, as soon as that first Defiler's out and you get that swarm out, the gear shifts, and now Terran's a little bit on the clock to make something happen with drops, vessels, etc. in the SK style. So
yeah,
I'm feeling
couldn't
a little
agree
bit
more.
nervous. Yeah.
If Melon can get those next 2 geysers secured, which he actually needs to move his lurkers up, then he can definitely. I think he's going to win, because when Zerg has that much gas to play around with, it's
it's no joke. Yeah, it's no joke. We've seen some creative stuff from Zergs lately in the KSL and the ASL with like fast ultras, and you just get to see like, damn, Zergs with gas, pretty good.
I like how everyone in the chat is a non-French speaker, but they're critiquing.
Stroke of grace.
But okay.
Killing blow to put out of his misery. There we go. Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong, unless Doc speaks French.
I was pretty close. Like, I only know that because in Dota, Phantom Assassins, like ultimate crit. You don't play Dota, do you?
No, not much.
Okay, that's all good. It's a lot of Peruvians.
Dude, my dedication is just that strong, man.
Right, I know. Dude, my boys always roast me whenever I play Dota. It's like, dude, I play other games too. It's like, okay, I talk about Ultras. Ultras are now shredding up this bio. And they've got the plus armor. And, yeah, all Marines just die right there. That is a bad omen for View. He needs tanks. He needs to be, like, doing more things. Now he's got a bunch of SCVs standing around. It's just, it feels a little bit disorganized, a little bit like View maybe lost the script, so to speak, of like what he needed to be doing in real time. A lot of times you execute your build pretty well, but then you forget to like play the game you're in. You know what I mean?
Well, I think this comes down to View needing to just be more sure of his 5-axe build. It just kind of felt like his early game was kind of by the seat of his pants. I think that first engage was not very good, and
the
now giving Melon
Muta, like, or the swarm lurker swarm stuff.
No, the attack into the natural, like he got a sunken, and he lost half of his bio, and he didn't macro behind it.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to.
No, I think they both did a lot of things
but...
right. I think they both did a lot of things right. Just, you have to follow up with vessels like way faster. The vessel count, and look, all his vessels are kind of chilling. It's almost
look
like
how much mana to have. Oh my goodness, he's got 8 vessels with almost full mana. That's nuts.
Yeah. So
that's.
I know views. And,
I just saw
there's
that.
the GG. So yeah, GG. It's tough because. I'm not like a pro Terran. I know SK is hard. SK by convention is pretty demanding for sure. But at the same time, I'd be thinking vessels are so good, or radiate is so good that I off-race TVZ sometimes against tier 3 Zergs just to help them practice, and God, vessels are such a good unit. They're just the best unit, I think. So anyway, yeah, that's tough. We'll get to see. Maybe he makes some adjustments. He gets to pick his own map. Another thing to be said, that Polaris sometimes is not that Zerg friendly in a ZVT. It can be tough to get and hold a third there, but we saw Melonmokey execute it pretty well with that 3 o'clock expansion. So Yeah, good stuff from both players. I don't want to detract, other than I mainly just want to inform. You know what I mean? And I know from the Zerg's perspective, you talking about that attack at the natural, and he's like, he lost some bio, etc. But sometimes, like when you scan and you don't see the sunk, and you see the eggs there, you get this little rush feeling like, maybe the right stim, the right medic wall, the right and I can just shred through enough, because Marines can be so strong sometimes, and sometimes I'm surprised. Like I thought I would be able to hold a bio timing, a pre-muta timing, or a sunken bust, and I just die. You know, you just die.
Right.
So,
I mean, I think the first attack where he killed maybe 4 or 5 mutas, that was awesome. For crap, what's his name? View.
Right.
And if he was macroing strong behind it, got a really nice 5 racks, then I think killing 5 mutas, that's 500 gas. He could have pushed that and capitalized on it, and he tried to, but Melonmokey got the 3rd up with lurkers. So, and then it's like, okay, now the Zerg's fine. It's like once the lurkers are up at the 3rd, then the Zerg is pretty safe for a long time.
Yeah, I feel you for sure.
View chose Autobahn.
Yeah. We haven't seen this map yet.
Okay, Autobahn I love as a Protoss player.
Yeah. Let's cut to the map.
It's great for PvT. It is great for proxies. It's great for all sorts of cheesy shenanigans. PvZ though, like a normal game, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play this game. This isn't a PvZ. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Get out!
Why am I talking about PvZ?
No, you're fine. I know what you mean.
I look at maps through the lens of a Protoss player, and I can't. It's hard to break that.
The habit, yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, what I see when I look at this as a Zerg is a few features. One, all the expansions have a gas, so there's not like a choice between do I
also have minerals.
Yeah, do I? Well, oh, you're good. You're good. But you know, sometimes you're deciding between a closer mineral 3rd or a more risky farther expansion to try to get that 3rd gas. Should I go 2 gas lurker, like 2 hatch with the gases for lurker, and then get a mineral 3rd, and then try a bust with the Ling Flood or something? They all have gas, and also there's not a ramp between the main and the natural, so you know that will lend itself to speedling openings and Ling attacks. And I wonder because Terran chose this map, you know, I just get the feeling that mech could be strong once you kind of get a stronghold on one side of the map, but at the same time, there's a lot of room for muta harass when you look at the main with the shelf of whatever steel area here. That's the whole main area is sort of flanked by that shelf, which would make muta harass in and out quite effective. So we'll get to see what happens, and I'll hit play.
Yeah, I think what you said about mech, the problem with that, with
the
saying okay, this map is good for mech, is that in order for someone to play mech, they gotta be really strong in their fundamentals. So they could do 1-1-1. But to do 1-1-1, you got to be strong. You got to have good macro. It's micro intensive. It's very difficult for lower level players to do.
Yeah, for
whether
sure.
you're doing a fantasy build or something like that. Sorry, I just banged my mic. And then just like pure mech, it's hard to do that. You got to have a strong footing where you have usually at least 4 bases, at least 3 gas, and then switch out of it. And on this map, I don't think, getting like 4 bases as a Terran against a Zerg, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's so much surface area. I think
this
is a very good map for Zerg.
Because there's the main nat. That 3rd has that one big ramp on it, you know.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think Zerg does kind of have to take that top base
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't like to take this open one. Yeah, I take the corners for my third.
You know, but that does mean
on the
that
7 games that I've practiced on this map. Yeah, I go for the top. Because you can mineral mine out, like this one here by the little doodad of the whatever electric. What is that? It's like a generator or something.
It's a power generator.
Yeah. Anyway, so you can get the drone that way and then transfer pretty easily without being in danger of moving them all the way around. But yeah, what do we know, man?
We're just scrubs.
We're just tier 2, man. You know. Every time I have an opinion in Brood War, sometimes, and then I go into the foreign Brood War Discord and I realize I'm just a piece of shit human being. Shit opinions. I'm kidding.
Man.
I'm like half kidding. Yeah, let's. No, I just ask Endymion and then he just says, "Ha ha ha."
I mean, you gotta appreciate those guys though, because they tell like that they're brutal.
Yeah.
But they're honest.
Yeah.
And sometimes it stings, people pointing out how bad you are.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's for your good.
You see, if you don't have ego issues, you have no problem with that. But dude, we got something going on. Oh man, he's starting to bunker right out front.
Is that out of range of the natural?
It's out of range of the hatchery, yeah. And
so what's the
Melon totally sees it too. So
yeah, that's bad. That's not good.
Here comes all the drones. And he did I'm pulling 7 drones and making absolutely damn sure that no Marine, like if it was like a BBS, the Marines would be trying to get, oh, there's that first Marine. Okay, but no bunkers up.
Was he gonna lose that Marine? Oh goodness.
Oh,
okay.
Oh jeez. One of the drones is low. SCV versus drone. Drone's trying to go on the Marine. Nice little surround there. Drone shot. Shot that Marine. SCV takes out the drone. Another bunker's going down. That one's it's like 1 hex closer, but I still think out of range. I don't know if there's like there's a building issue. He can probably still place a building on the road or the dirt ground, right? Okay, he's building another bunker. Now that one's gonna be a little bit precarious, I think.
There's Lings coming out though.
Yeah, I would like. Okay. Melon. Is he gonna get a good surround? Now you gotta kind of get the surface area around the perimeter of the bunker of those Lings, and now kill the SCVs that are repairing. Oh, he just took out the bunker. Couldn't repair it fast enough. Now the other bunker's not finished, and this rush is going terribly for View right now. He's thrown a lot. He's forced a lot of Lings, but I still like Zerg's position here overall because. You know, he hasn't started that CC. He's now weak to Speedling on a map that doesn't have a ramp between the natural and the main. So, you know.
Yeah, I think does one depot wall that if you get things on the other side?
I think it walls. Yeah, I think it walls.
Oh no, the door is open.
See. Oh,
the door it's open. No,
but I didn't go through. Oh, now it's closed.
He's just gonna aggro onto that depot. Marines just went AFK.
He doesn't. He just kills the depot. And actually, he's got enough there. He's got a few Marines in position, but now it's kind of quid pro quo, tit for tat the other way. I feel like Visceral sort of overextended a little bit with his Lings there, and both players are in kind of a low eco scenario compared to where they wanted to be. Look at the drones, drones for Melon. I called him Visceral, didn't I? Shit. Melonmokey.
What'd you say?
I think I called him Visceral instead of Melonmokey. I'm trying to keep the CPL IDs, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could just go hardcore and just say we're just going to call them by the names they have.
Zerg and Terran. You know what? You lost your right to your name, bro. You're just a race. Sounds weird. But this bunker is effectively going to help secure the expansion for Terran. So heading back towards the normal-ish channels for this matchup. Third hatch for Zerg, lair for Zerg. These just everything is all later than it would have been. Still kind of like the fact, in a psychological sense, about Zerg holding that. It feels good for Zerg. I can't lie. You're just like you trying to grease me, huh? You really trying to grease me? Well, I got OxyClean, degreaser, whatever. I don't know. That's how it feels, though. That's how it feels.
I don't think I'm trying. View just so far behind. He's gonna have to get start thinking about getting turrets up soon.
I mean,
Soonish.
It's like I think he's behind, but I don't think he's like upset behind. You know, like. Well, I would like to see a transfer like now. Like, there it is. Okay, so 3 racks. It's not the worst position, but depending on like if Zerg senses a weakness here in the front and switches into Lurker Bust. No, he's going Spire. Okay, he's going Spire. So. Okay, I would Lurker Bust if I was in Melon's shoes. Because Academy's late. Like Academy, look at the Academy's not even done.
Yeah, but how late are the lurkers going to be? I mean, if you lurker bust, like what time stamp are the lurkers out?
If you go 2 hatch, well, in this game I don't know what the time would be, but you can hit them around like 6 with a 2 hatch. Well, I think your Hydras are moving across the map.
Too risky. Like I don't know. Like
risky.
When you're ahead, just get more ahead. Don't throw the game.
Or
on
when you're quite ahead, just kill the fucking guy. No, I don't think Day 9 ever espoused that advice, but
it's true.
Yeah, I don't know. See. Here's the thing. I feel like I know a lot of players say this. I feel like I have pretty good mechanics, but I make dumb decisions. Perhaps that Lurker Bust advice is one of those dumb decisions that could have cost me the game. Perhaps you're right. You know. I'm kind of a noob. I've only been playing for like a year, so you know.
The mutas are out. I like this from Melon just playing standard because he knows from last game that View's decision making with his bioplay has been bad.
Yeah.
So just go for the mutas and force out the turrets.
Yeah, like
even here with this with Audubon, it's so hard to defend it fully because there's areas where the mutas can still sneak in, get a couple SCV kill.
Still a lot of turrets, like a lot of turrets.
He needs it though. He's got no bio. He's not Nacring.
Yeah,
he's got bio, but
it's kind of like sometimes I'll see Terrans will make a little bit more turrets in the kind of natural first attacking area that the mutas would go to. They go to the main, hit that first turret. He's got all 9. Oh, the medic's knife. That's a good one. Nice little hole position there from Melon. Ooh.
He was thinking about going with the links at the same time.
He thought about it. If those Marines get a little bit too far forward, this is sort of the tango that Zergs and Terrans often find themselves in. Trying to bait out stims, but also Terran trying to focus down mutas, and this is sort of it. He's going to attempt to trade with the Ling muta. This is really good for Zerg. Really good. Wow. Now it goes back. Nice. So that's the tango. And it looks like Melon stepped on View's foot there in that dance.
Yeah. Well played by Melon. Get quite... I mean, it was about a control... Like, almost a control group of bio down for a handful of lings.
Yeah.
Well worth it. Now he's getting his 3rd up.
Yep.
So Melon can just bide his time.
Yep.
Doesn't need to do anything crazy here.
Yep. And
or just win.
More lings now. Like oh.
Is Stim done? What's going on?
Stim is done. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he's getting range now. So you wouldn't get range without Stim first. So
I didn't see Stims.
I haven't seen the Stim, and that's another really tough thing. It's like you got to be watching your bio group to hit the Stim and then click on the muta.
There's no medic mana either.
Oh man.
Yeah, medics are cleaned out.
That's something I need to do better as a Zerg. Is like click on a few medics and just keep track of the mana because, they can't always heal infinitely, especially when you're baiting stims at the same time. This is like he could just do an A move and then take one of the Ling groups and run it into the main. There's just not a lot of standing army here, and it's starting to hemorrhage in terms of, well, really everything. To the eye, to the naked eye, and to the numbers in the supply. View is definitely down a little bit here. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that.
To the naked eye as opposed to what type of eye?
To the glasses eye. To the vision.
Okay.
impaired.
Right.
Yeah.
Duh.
Hey, Don't be vision impaired discrimination, okay?
Hey,
Like we
I
have real.
I wear contacts too.
You wear
so,
contacts? Ugh.
Yeah.
Filthy contact master race. Glasses for life. You know, Gorg, I like you, but there's a few things where we're just split, man. I just don't think we're just not the same person. But that's okay. That's okay. I get made fun of because like little things I think are bugs all the time. In the shower with my glasses off, like it'll be like lint from my belly button or something, and it'll like I'm like, what the is that, like a spider or a bug? And I just I don't have my glasses on. Anyway, sorry, so
segue
to belly button lint. Nice. Finding the mutas, or finding that just the valuablest tech here, the science facility. No cancel. All the starboards are going down. So View is just like, you know what? Move it across the map.
That's the sickest muta bounce. The animation.
Yeah.
Right there in that corner. Okay. So meanwhile,
out front,
View is just piecemealing his bio in here.
Yeah, he's trying
to
nice
hold
force
though.
It. Nice. Well, a lot of links in there, but the lurkers without vessels and like.
Oh no! Please no.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't think View's gonna be able to accomplish it down here because of the lurkers are up. Like, in fact, defilers are making with consume.
I would say Melonmokey has this game won, irregardless of what View does.
Oh, that word is grosser than belly button lint. Oh, and the stacked lurkers, the triple lurker there. Oh, it's just shredding the bio walking up here. So, oh my.
Oh no,
God.
I just missed that.
It's like a horror movie
bad.
on top. Like
that's so bad.
It's terrible.
I even like the old graphics better with the bio dying.
Yeah, that pixelated blood splatter.
Just needed more gore. Remastered, they tamed it too much.
Up the gore. Yeah, pixelated blood splatter. That basically summarizes my childhood, I think. Dude, the mutas are still active, and this is actually a really good, hallmark of great Zergs. Not losing your mutas, keeping them active. You know, that if it takes an irradiate to have to shut down these mutas, great. Like, if that's the first thing that makes the mutas have to kind of like retreat and regroup or whatever, fantastic. If you keep them alive, you keep the Terran scared, and yeah, nothing has really worked out for View this game. I really like the infrastructural development for Melonmokey. The Nidus up here, a macro hatch up in the corner. He's now taking the third, and he's just got the right things in the right places that, any good Zerg would want to position. Defiler outside of the Nidus there. Defiler Lurker at the fourth that's building now. And Vision patrolling Scourge, waiting for that drop. Just a lot of good things from Melon.
I mean, these science vessels are unbelievably late.
Yeah,
honestly.
It's kind of reaching that, like, oh man, if I could give one bit of feedback to View, over time, perhaps maybe it's nerves or something, but his bio is not the most critical issue, I think, to fix in this matchup. It's about developing that tech down the line. Everything was a little bit delayed for both players because of how the game started, but now you just can't be out on the map without vessels right now. You need to have these vessels making, and you need to make them relevant very soon.
Yeah, when Lurkers are out and they're defending ramps, you gotta respect how powerful they are. Mm-hmm. Just it's like 9 times out of 10 attacking up a ramp, an incline into a lurker. I'd say like 29 times out of 30, it's not a good idea. So, and at at this level here, it's just never worth it. And that's the thing. I think I agree. View's bio macro was better this game, but he's not hitting this critical tech timestamp. It's kind of like the way I think about PvZ is, I can have a few zealots shorted a couple times, but you gotta get storms at this timestamp. Yeah. You gotta have storms. You gotta scout at this time. There's some things that you just can't not do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And again, walking up towards Melonmokey's third, there's a great swarm cover.
No medics either.
There's like a few in the back. Oh, and a nice plague goes down here too. So, oh man, just the lid on the spaghetti sauce just popped on this. I'm kidding. I'm stealing a Doc Holliday thing because the other night Doc Holliday called it ketchup. So I was waiting for a plague to use another food-related plague analogy. Oop, attempted ling run by. Yeah, there's some Marines there. But no, you're right. I agree. The bio micro bio control, etc. That thing's gonna come over time, and I hope to see View develop throughout the season. But CVT is about the wielders of the samurai sword. You know, it's like if you get that schmancy tech out there on the map and you abuse the window in which your opponent does not have the counter to that tech, that is extremely lucrative. And good Zergs and good turrets, both sides, know those windows and know how to exploit them. You know, bio attacks before Muta and Lurker. And then on the flip side, vessels coming out and irradiating everything. So I hope to see more vessels. Dude, he's got another one that's just kind of chilling, man. Like the vessels, like keeping your rallies is just another thing to happen all at once. But still, I've seen worse Terrans. You know,
I mean, his barracks macro, it's not horrible.
He's on point here. He's actually almost caught up in supply too.
Well, I mean, yeah, the critical time is can he keep it up when there's fights.
Right.
And another thing I want to add here is I feel like tank bio at a lower level is the way to go. I feel like pure bio, it's really micro intensive.
Festival drops, yeah.
Yeah. I tank. I mean, some of it is map dependent, but on maps like this and match point and different maps, I feel like bio tank is just a better option for Terrans.
Yeah, for sure. So the first few ultras came out and they kind of got shredded up by that bio ball there. As we can see, he still is missing all the ultra upgrades. Doesn't have speed yet, but a counter coming for Zerg. Again, trying to make something happen up in the top right, and all the stacked lurkers is just... It's the sequel to the horror movie from earlier. More things are dying. Again, trying to make it happen now with a vessel and bio towards the Zerg fort, but the Scourge are out. And that vessel is just, it's got to run Scourge a little bit faster than the Ultra here. It's looking real bad for Terran. Like, without a third, I feel like I would GG after that. Okay, right on, right on time. Okay, so yeah, GG. Melonmokey takes it 2-0 over View. Good games, though. You know, we saw a lot of good things from both players, and I don't think either one has anything to... you know, sometimes you watch your game, or even you watch your game getting cast, and you're just like, oh, it's so bad. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I usually blah. And it's tough to receive feedback in Brood War. I think that's a really hard thing to do, and to, like, compartmentalize when somebody else watches your game and say, you should have done this. It's like, well, I know that. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I know. I know that. I get that. But the best players, basically, they have that knowledge, as well as they're always able to pull it out. They're always able to do it in real time. They're able to adjust, be reactive to the openers, etc. And then they don't forget. They continue to follow the script that they had laid out in their minds. So we saw that from Melonmokey. Hits his hive tech, gets that infrastructure up, gets the upgrades, and then just kind of zergs his way to victory. Anything else you want to add to that, Gorg? Do you know what I mean about the following
definitely.
the script of the game? Because sometimes you lose the script entirely, and you're like, I don't even know what's going on in this game, you know?
Yeah, I think in that game there wasn't really any point where Melon was kind of making things up as he went.
Yeah,
he knew what he had to do, you know, before he had to do it. If you know what I'm saying, like, and that's why his APM's higher, his minerals are lower. It's because he knows what he has to do.
Yeah.
Not a couple seconds after, you know, when it's
late.
late.
I forgot. Yeah.
Like, exactly. You know. And also I want to add, like, you know, Melon is a really good player, and he is pretty close to tier 1, old 18. He's right up there. So I would say, who was the other guy? View?
View, yeah.
Yeah, View, don't take this one too hard. I think you can clean up your 5 racks play, and you'll do better next time.
Yeah, for sure. So, GG, you know? that was a fun CVT series here. I quite dig it. We've got 2 more on the slate.